What scandalmongers some people are. Do not readily believe everything you hear, for there are some people who relate things as they themselves understand them. Once someone went to Haji Effendi's and told him, "Give me your blessing, Father Athenios, because 100 snakes have gathered up there." 100 snakes? Where could they have possibly come from? Father Athenios wondered. Well, if they were not 100, then surely there were 50. Wow, 50 snakes. There were at least 25 for sure. Again the saint wondered and asked, "Have you ever heard of 25 snakes coming together? Stop it right there. It is not possible." Then he said that there were certainly 10. Really? They were having a conference and 10 snakes got together? There had to be 5, the man said then. 5? Well, maybe just 2. Then Father Athenios asked him, "Did you see them?" "Well, no, but I heard them in the bushes making a loud hissing sound. So it could have been some lizard. I try to never draw any conclusions from whatever I hear until I've had a chance to examine the matter. Some people may say something to criticize. Others may simply be relating a story, while yet others may relate it with an ulterior motive. What scandalmongers some people are. In Konica, there were 2 friends who were very close. On holidays and Sundays they didn't wander around the town, but instead came to visit the monastery in Stomion. They also enjoyed chanting. Afterwards they would take a hike up the mountains to the Camel. One day a perverse individual saw the discord between these 2 friends. He went to the one and said, "Do you know what your friend said about you? He said this and this and that." Then he went to the other man and told him, "Do you know what your so-called friend said about you? He said this and that." Soon after that, the 2 men had an awful argument right in the monastery. In the meantime, the instigator left the area and the 2 men continued to argue terribly. The younger of the 2 was rather hot-tempered and started calling the older one names. Right then, thinking to myself, look what a temptation can do. What shall I do now? I went to the older man and said, "Look, he is young and a little hot-tempered. Don't get him wrong. Apologize to him. Father," he tells me. How can I apologize to him? Don't you see how he's calling me names? I have no idea what he's talking about. Then I went to the younger man and said to him, "Look, he is older. Things are not as they seem to you. Go and apologize to him." But he got enraged and started shouting, "Father, you and I are going to have a fight of our own as well." "Well then, Pentelli, if we must fight, let me go and get ready," I said, and went away. Outside the monastery, I had some long sticks I was planning to use for a garden fence. I walked about 400 meters and picked up a stick nearly 5 meters long and started to drag it slowly, hoping to make him laugh. He could see me dragging the stick but could not imagine what I was going to do with it. Then I came into the courtyard holding the stick in my hands and approached the area of the narthex. Then I said, "Come on, Pantelli. Now I am ready for our fight." And I poked him with a stick. That was it. Both men burst out laughing. The ice was broken. The devil went away defeated. What foolishness was this? Are you fellows in your right mind now? I told them, and their friendship was restored. Was the slander spoken on that same day? Yes, and they were swearing at each other terribly. See what the devil can do. The other fellow was probably jealous of them for their wonderful friendship, so he slandered the one to the other and then went away. Slander is truly evil, and this is why this type of temptation is called by the name of the tempter, that is, the diabolos, the devil. He says one thing to one person and something else to another person in order to deceive and sow discord. And you see how even good friends can believe the lies and be caught in the devil's snare. Did that individual spread the lies about two friends intentionally? Yes, to separate them, out of love, namely envy.